I gotta talk. Oh, there it is. Sorry about that, folks. I'm a little taller than everyone else, so it's hard for me to lean into it, you know? My name's Garrett Butler, and I have a story to tell. This story may make you cry, it may make you laugh, but it's an important story for everyone in this room. So last year I'm sitting in an FAIA board meeting, and all of a sudden, Chairman Green's voice becomes very jovial. So my head pops up, and I notice that he's leaning forward in his chair. He's got a big smile on his face. So I'm thinking, man, this is gonna be good. What is he gonna say? Then Chip says, I'm excited to announce our next InsurPac chair, and his initials are GB. So everyone starts clapping. So then I start clapping, and I'm looking around the room, and I'm like, whose initials are also GB? I'm a little confused. And then I see Veronica Della Porta across the room, and she mouths to me, you're gonna be great. And that's when I knew that I was the next InsurPac chair. So there's a reason I chose this picture. Here we go. There's a reason I chose this picture, which is one of my wedding pictures. It's because the first time I had to do this presentation at Capitol Days in Tallahassee a couple months ago, it actually fell on my 1-year anniversary, and my wife was not able to attend. Needless to say, she's a little pissed off at Jeff, and she's not over at Jeff, so tread lightly when you see her later today. So after the applause died down, my friend Kevin Mangnan, who was on the board with me, he leans over and he whispers into my ear, congrats, you just lost all your friends. For those of you who don't know Kevin, that's my friend Kevin. At the time, I didn't quite understand what Kevin meant, but I'd soon find out what InsurPac Chair was all about. What is InsurPac? Well, it's the Big I Federal Political Action Committee, which creates and maintains relationships with members of Congress. In the 15 and 16 cycle, we raised over $2 million nationwide, and Florida alone raised over $120,000. Florida's young agents raised $16,000, over $16,000 last year, which was the most in the country for the 3rd year in a row. Go Yak, champs. As an example of how InsurPac dollars help, the Write Your Own Flood program is under attack in Washington, and most of the proposals include cutting our commissions drastically. Another major item is corporate tax reform. One proposal gaining steam in Washington would deny tax deductions to domestic insurers for certain reinsurance premiums, which would dramatically increase homeowners' rates across the state. So over the past year, I've learned how InsurPac helps us with legislators, both supporting bills, but a lot of the time opposing bills that would negatively affect us. And during that same time, I've learned something else about InsurPac Chair. I call it the 5 stages of InsurPac Chair. The first stage is friendliness. I decided I was gonna go out there and kill them with kindness. So I hit the streets and politely asked agents to donate to InsurPac. However, being friendly didn't have the results that I expected. And it was right about then that I started to understand what my friend Kevin was talking about that day. So after months of being friendly, I became desperate, which is the next stage of InsurPac Chair. Amazingly, that didn't work either. And then I was chased off the streets by some homeless people. It was actually terrifying. So then I resorted to physical violence. I was able to render Brendan unconscious, but to my surprise, he only had $3 and a Diners Club credit card in his wallet. Interesting. After that, I became delusional. I literally dressed up as Neo from The Matrix and walked into insurance offices and told them to give money to the one so I could donate it to InsurPac. After being arrested, I realized what the final stage is: acceptance. Which is where I'll have to sell my house and write an enormous check to InsurPac. So please, donate to InsurPac for 2 reasons. 1, to support our industry and the legislators that are fighting for us in Washington. And 2, so I don't have to sell my house and live on the streets. So we've just tweeted and Facebooked a link to IIABA's secure website where you can donate to InsurPac. So if you have, please donate more. And if you haven't, please log on and donate. Thank you, and God bless America.